I just want to say one thing, that I think depression is a great thing. Society today has taught us many things about depression. That one, only if you're weak can you be depressed. And two, if you're depressed, then you're emotional or you are crazy. But science, however, science tells us something different. Science tells us that everyone sitting in this room has a chance of being depressed. And it's the chemicals in our brain that changes the way we think. So why is society so afraid of mental illnesses such as depression? I myself personally believe that depression is an avenue to greater things in life. 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with severe major clinical depression. In 2 weeks, I had lost 5 kilograms from vomiting. And in 2 months, I had lost my ability to believe. But little did I know that this was one of the best things that has ever happened to me. When I first fell into depression, I thought to myself that I must be so weak, frail, or even crazy to be able to fall clutches to this disease. But little did I know that this was my defining moment. The moment where all the chips are down and I had to keep fighting. I remember countless times where I just wanted to end it. I just want to give up, throw in the towels, and call it quits. But something in me told me that this was the best part. That when I hit rock bottom, the only way from here was up. Never again will I let myself fall into this state. And this time, I would take control of my life, no matter how hard it was. Now, just to give you an idea of how bad it was, I was on the bathroom floor, 6 days a week, crying to a voice in my head that wouldn't stop talking to me. I was vomiting almost every single day from the anxiety that I had in me. And I was thinking about suicide almost every single day. But I think that this made me different because most people I know, they don't go through 24 hours of pure torment and 2 hours of them having through nightmares of them dying over and over again. Most people I know, their problems, they have a deadline. But for me, this was different because it forced me to change. Because if I didn't, then I would die. And I think that people who go through stuff like these, they come up with this new mentality of what I like to call fight or fight. Yes, you heard correctly. Fight or fight. Because when you are at the lowest point in your life and things don't change, the only thing that can change is you. And I think that depression has made many great changes in me. If we look at the world today, we can see how many successful people actually came from mental illnesses. If you look at someone like Abraham Lincoln, for example, the 16th president of the United States, he himself suffered from lifelong form of depression. Winston Churchill, the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, also himself suffered from bouts of depression. So I think that depression is a good thing and can change people to become better. In 2017, it was the first time that I decided to jump out the edge of a plane 16,000 feet off the face of the earth. And in 2018, it was the first time in my life I took the leap of faith of the highest bungee jumping platform in the world, despite my fear of heights. And in 2019, I stand here today sharing with you my story and how it has changed my life. I think that this time, I'm pushing myself off the edge, but in better ways. And I think that a lot of people, the depression has not just given me a story, it's given me a voice. But for many other people, this voice doesn't come that easily. And for many other people, the story doesn't end this pretty as well. So, but I think that with this mentality, we can change the way that we look at the voices in our heads, and we can change the endings of so many stories, and we can hear the voices of so many heroes that have not yet saved the Lewis Lane or beat their kryptonite. Mental illnesses are all around us. It is estimated that 1 in 4 people in the entire world suffers from one form or another of mental illness. So look to your left and to your right, because the person sitting right next to you could be the very next Abraham Lincoln or Winston Churchill. So, like one of my favorite authors used to say, that it is not what we are born, but what we grow to be. Thank you.